I gotta get up today for my future self. Like, I gotta do this for you. To the girl that doesn't have to stress or worry anymore. The girl that is at peace mentally, physically, emotionally. You gotta do it for her. That is who you do it for. Okay, I'm getting like so emotional. I'm basically making this video for myself, just to hold my future self accountable. Like, whenever I have those days that I just don't want to get out of bed, I don't want to work, I don't want to do anything, I am coming back to this video and I'm going to make myself watch it, because we're not doing this. We're not doing this no more. And I want you to also hold yourself accountable to come back to this video whenever you start feeling this way, because it really is just so eye-opening. Whenever I came to this realization, it's really just discipline and holding yourself accountable and wanting to create the life for your future self. Like, you have to show up today for your future self. Like the title says, motivation does not show up, you do. And this year, I will be the first one to tell you that I really took the entire year off. Like, I can't even believe that it is almost the end of 2022. Like, I look back and I'm like, what did I achieve? And I can't even say that I didn't achieve anything, because I achieved probably the most peace that I have ever had in my entire life. Probably the healthiest mental that I've ever had. And I really just took a rest. Like, this was my rest year. If you guys are kind of stumbling upon this video and this is like your first video, basically, earlier this year in January, my dad passed unexpectedly, and it was just a really hard thing for me to comprehend. But within this process, it forced me to kind of just stop. Previously, really, like my entire life, I was very involved with hustle culture, working hard, and overworking myself to the point that I really was just always irritated all the time and whatever. Like, that's like a whole nother story. But basically, when my dad had passed, I took a step back and analyzed my life, because I was like, did he leave happy with how his life turned out and like what he did with his life, you know, where he was? And I asked myself this question. Sadly, like, I wasn't happy. I was always stressed out. I was always irritated. I was always working. I never like really enjoyed what I had earned for myself. During this time where I was grieving for my dad, I also was taking this time to really just slow down and find a lot of peace and really just kind of work on my own mental health. I was in this really deep resting period for all of this year, really. Like, ever since then, I really didn't go back into this hustle culture and working hard. I was really, for the first time, putting my mental health first, saying no, or saying, hey, you know what, I actually need more time on this project, and just taking like a lot of mental break. But in this habit of always putting myself first, it began to lead me into this lack of motivation to do things. And it was almost like I was trying to make up for never putting myself first for seriously like so many years. So for the past few months, I've been seeking this motivation back. When am I gonna feel better, feel good enough to get back to working again, to going in and starting new projects? Like, I'll just go on days where I can't even get myself out of bed. It's just really, really hard. I had just been really waiting on the motivation to come and find me, and just like, I would just think like, okay, one day I'm just gonna wake up and I'm just gonna be like, I'm back. You know, like, it's me, I'm here, I'm feeling good again, the energy's here, the passion is here, like, let's go. But that's not how it works. When I realized that motivation doesn't show up, you show up, it just completely opened my eyes. Because really, motivation dies, discipline prevails. You have to ask yourself, do you want it bad enough? Do you want this bad enough? If you do, show up today. Like, I don't have kids or anyone that I guess I'm like hustling for, but I know a lot of people do. I know there's a driving force behind people that are doing a lot of things that they don't want to do, but they wake up every single day and they do it because they have a kid at home, they want to help out their parents. Like, there's just something that gets them up in the morning. I had no driving force. Then I realized that no, I gotta get up today for my future self. Like, I gotta do this for you. That's exactly what you gotta do. You gotta do this for the future self. You gotta do it for the girl that is going to live in that nice house, the girl that's going to drive that nice car, that girl that's going to be able to go to the stores and buy whatever she wants, to the girl that doesn't have to stress or worry anymore, the girl that is at peace mentally, physically, emotionally. You gotta do it for her. That is who you do it for. Oh, okay, I'm getting like so emotional. But trust me, the future you will thank you for getting up this morning and putting in that work. We have to stop relying on hope to get us there, on motivation to get us there, because what's gonna get us there is ourselves. I hear it all the time of people who like talk to me and I talk to them about like, oh yeah, I do this, I have a business, like whatever. And they're like, oh, I always wanted to start a business. And I'm like, well, why haven't you done it? You know, like why are we hoping that we could start a business? Or I always wanted to, but I never got to. It's like, no, you can do this. It is really like, whenever I start my businesses, I really just start them. I don't wait to perfect. I kind of just, I'm like, all right, today I'm doing this. I'm gonna tell everyone, all right, this is what I'm doing now. And that's that. I think that's the hardest part for a lot of other people, is that they want to make everything perfect instead of just starting and then making the improvements along the way. Because if you don't start now, you're never going to stop. You're just going to continue to be that person that is always hoping, or oh, I always wanted to do this but I never did. Why not be that person like, oh yeah, I have a business, I started a business? And if you guys are struggling on like, okay, well, Christina, where do I start? I don't even know like the first place to look at. There is this company called Selvia, and they specifically help people like you who have an idea or, you know, have a passion that they want to pursue but just don't really know exactly how to produce it, you know, how all of this works. So basically at Selvia, you'll go through their consultation process completely for free. It is on me when you guys use the link down in my description box. You're going to specify your passions, your interests, what you want to create. And what their team does is that they go searching for great products that people are looking for, but no one is really selling yet according to what your needs are. Then they can customize some designs for you. They have some really amazing pre-made designs. When I checked them out, I had them create some examples for me. It really just was such an easy process, from just picking out the designs, what I wanted on them. The customer service was really easy. Like, they were very responsive. They did their best to kind of match what was on the market versus what I wanted to sell. And before you know it, like, you just have your own line of products that are ready to sell. They help you upload them to Amazon, or if you have your own online store, then they can help you upload them there as well. So basically, whenever someone goes onto your website or goes onto Amazon and orders from you, they do all the work. So it's like super easy. Like, that's why I'm telling you guys, is that you really have no excuse to, oh, I wish I started a business, or I wish I did. Like, no, you're doing this. You're doing this. So yeah, like, they produce the products for you, they'll ship them out for you. It really is just so easy. Like, their team is amazing. And if you need help with creating your Amazon seller account, they can help you with that, and then upload all the products for you for free. So literally, you have a Amazon ready store at like zero cost. Like, you'll be assigned your own personal manager to help guide you through all of the steps of maintaining your business, answering all your questions, and just taking care of any issues that you may have. If you guys want to have a consultation on me for free, just check out the link in my description box. Like, it really is just like all mindset. And honestly, when I find myself being like, oh, I gotta go do this today, I really don't want to do it, but I know it's good for me. Like, for example, working out, like I know I'm gonna feel so good and just like feel better about myself after. And so just hold on to the feeling that you are going to have after you do something. And that is what's gonna get you up. That is what's gonna bring this motivation to you of like, you know what, like I don't feel the best right now, but I wanna feel really good. So I'm going to get up and I'm gonna go do this thing that is going to make me feel really good. And just leave this lack mindset, this like sad mindset. Like, girl, you don't have to, you're so pretty. You're so pretty and young and smart, and like, what are you doing over here with the sad face? What are you doing? Why are we doing this to ourselves? Like, we have the ability to live such a great life, such a happy, healthy, amazing life. Why are we doing this to ourselves? Why are we self-sabotaging? Like, we have the power to make decisions in our life that will impact our future and how we want to live. We have that power right now. Let's like come to a conclusion in this video that we're just going to start showing up for ourselves, for our future selves. We are no longer going to wait around for the motivation to come, because it's not going to come. And starting from right now, you can change your belief that, you know what, you cannot change the past. The past is already the past. Even like 1 second ago, that was the past. I cannot even change that. We are letting that go from right this second forward. We are going to be in this positive mindset. We are going to start showing up. We're going to start doing things that are going to make us happy. So go ahead and say bye. Thank you for serving me up until this point, but I no longer need this version of myself. I want this version of myself, because this version of myself is just better for me. She shows up for me and she only wants the best for me. That is all I have to say for today. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys enjoyed this content today, then I would love for you guys to stay and subscribe, share my videos, send it to someone that needs it. Follow me on TikTok, follow me on Instagram. All the links are gonna be down below, and I will see you guys on my next video.